Hello everyone, welcome to this live video. I'm so excited to do this with Lauren today. And bear with me because we've never done a live together, so this is going to be super, super exciting for us today. We're going to talk about going within, what that all means, and how to just navigate through it because this world is absolutely nuts. Hi, Jen. So excited you're here. Welcome everybody. And once Lauren pops on, we will get this party started. But if you guys have any questions about going within, about navigating through this crazy world that we live in, then make sure that you ask us because we will definitely be here to answer any of your questions, anything that you want to bring up. Let me see here. I don't know what's going on. This is very interesting. Hey!
Hi!
We got it to work! How exciting! I've never done this, so I'm super excited. I'm so grateful that you decided to do this with me.
I've never even been live on TikTok.
Oh my god, it's so fun. There's like so many people and so many things going on. I love it.
Okay, is my screen supposed to have like me big and then you little and then all these invite pluses on the right?
Yeah, mine looks the same.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Okay.
So I don't know how to make myself any bigger.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm not gonna play around with it because it's working.
Okay.
But yeah, I was just saying, like, I want to talk today about just going within and what that means and the different ways you can do it without getting sucked into the whole, like, you always have to have something outside yourself in order to go within, because I think that's where a lot of manifestation gets confusing, is like, you have to constantly do this technique or you have to constantly be doing this every day in order to, like, make it work. But from my experience this year, that is not the case.
I love that. I totally agree. I think going within should be easy and accessible, and you can do it wherever you are. You know, it doesn't matter. It's just because you don't have to do anything. It doesn't have to have anything outside yourself, like you're saying. It's just, you always have it with you. So I love that talk.
Yeah, and that's one thing that I've really come to understand is that love is the universal language. And every emotion and feeling that you want or desire comes from love. So any type of thing that you're seeking outside of yourself, there's a feeling attached to that you want to feel, whether it's a new outfit, whether it's a lifestyle, whether it's more money. The attachment to having all those outwardly desires is actually something your soul is craving to feel and crack open within you.
I agree. I totally agree. I think that was a huge lesson for me in retraining myself to not say, okay, once I have X amount of dollars, then I'll be happy. Or once I have a 6-pack, then I'll be happy. Or whatever it is, like insert the thing. But just, rewiring my brain of like, I already am happy. I already have a roof over my head and my bills are paid and food in my fridge and my life is good. Everything else is just extra after that.
Yeah, that's such a great point too, because I wonder how many people watching right now are really like, oh, I have to wait till I have that, or I have to wait till I am that. And it even comes to like understanding that every version of you is one. It got you to the person that you are today. But a lot of times people talk about like, oh, I'm falling back into old patterns or old habits as like it's a downfall or like you slipped up, but it's not. It's you're remembering that version of you is integrated into the one you are. It's all one.
Totally. Have you seen that video on Instagram where it's a guy and he's walking up steps and then he falls on the trampoline and then he comes back maybe a few steps down and then he takes a few steps forward and he goes, it's such a perfect depiction of like what you're talking about, those past versions of yourself, like, or habits coming back up you might take like 3 steps forward and then maybe fall back one, and then you take four more forward. But it's true, like it is all just one, and really learning to love and appreciate every version of you and every step that you take. And yeah, like going back to that love, like you said.
Yeah. It's just like this feeling of peace that once you get there, you understand now what everyone's talking about and all these like cliche sayings like the peace is within you. You have to go within. Like you have everything you need already inside of you. It doesn't make sense until you feel it. And then you understand it, and then your whole experience outwardly changes.
Totally, totally. Because at first you're like, what do you mean? I
Yeah,
already have it all inside me. Like, what?
yeah. But nobody's teaching you like how to do that. And oh, swipe right to view more comments. Well, if you guys have questions too, as we're going through all this stuff, if you want to know anything that we're talking about, please ask them in the comments because we're going to answer them. And it helps us understand where you guys are at so that we can help you reach this level of enlightenment as well. So please feel free to ask. But yeah, yeah, it's like this moment of just true peace in knowing that everything is taken care of. You are safe, you are supported. And we can say that to ourselves, and logically it makes sense. But once you really feel it from the inside, is where it all actually makes sense.
Right. And I'm still, I still have to remind myself. I'll catch myself sometimes starting to worry, and then I'm like, okay, wait, the universe has your back. Whatever word you like, God, spirit, universe, that they're guiding me. That they're leaving clues everywhere. It's just like I'm not perfect. I am human, and sometimes I do forget, but it's like the time it takes to remember is getting shorter, which is really nice.
Yeah. Well, and I think too, like the important part of what you said is like we're still having a human experience. We're still gonna go through the highs and lows. You don't get to this place of enlightenment and then you're like some Buddha Zen sitting on top of a mountain and everything's sunshine, rainbow, and glitter farts, like you are gonna go through those highs and lows, but what happens is they're peaceful. You're not like reacting, you're not triggered in the same way. You understand that oh shit, when that guy cuts me off in traffic, it actually has nothing to do with you. You don't get upset. You just know that he probably has to take a shit. So everything is like, there's no reaction. And you are going to get poked and triggered in certain ways still, but it's just a reminder of how far you've come.
Totally. And when I do get triggered by the guy cutting me off, I send him love.
I
I'm
tell
like,
people that because then it just rewires your brain to laugh rather than get mad.
I forgive you. It's okay.
Get there because you don't want that in your car. So
Yeah, totally.
yeah. And I want you to talk too about like how your journey with microdosing has helped you really reconnect to yourself.
Okay. Um, so the medicine has helped me remember um, how to come home to myself over and over and over again. It's helped me to remember, like we're talking about, that I have all the answers within me, and nobody, whether it be like a doctor or a therapist or whatever the label is, knows what's best for me like I do. Yeah, they can help guide you in certain directions and give you suggestions, but ultimately I know what's best for me. So that's been a beautiful reminder. It's it's really helped me be able to face all the darkness and the hard parts. Um, yeah, it's really just helped me remember that the universe has always got me and guiding me, and I'm never alone. So that's a really beautiful thing that the plant medicine does for me, for sure.
Yeah. What would you say was one of your biggest challenges, like mentally, before you started doing all your inner work? And how has that shifted now?
I was the biggest victim. I was like, my life sucks, poor me. why didn't my parents do XYZ and da 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 da. I just had a really big victim mentality and mindset. And I would say really taking radical responsibility was the biggest catalyst for my growth. Being able to, yes, people are born into really hard circumstances, way harder than I ever had. And I'm not saying that I don't acknowledge that. Like people that are born into war and stuff, like that's unimaginable, and that's not what I'm talking about. But for me specifically, I think that I picked my life, my parents, my body way before I came to Earth to learn certain lessons, to play out certain roles, to learn karmic lessons. And once that really settled in my body and my spirit and my being, a lot of shit changed. I looked at things completely different. I stopped blaming my parents. I stopped calling in certain experiences that were not the best for me. I really realized that yes, we're always manifesting, and I get to be in control. Like I'm not just floating now and just kind of like on the ride. It's more of like, okay, I'm always manifesting. So instead of just having a pity party and like why me, I can be in control and say, okay, well, I want to manifest a different life. So that was really really big for me in my personal growth, and it really changed that mindset shift really helped change my whole world.
Yeah, that's actually really funny you say that because about a month ago, I woke up one day and I was like, where am I still victimizing myself in my life? And then I started to notice things that you wouldn't think you're playing the victim to yourself, but you are. And then I just decided that whole week that I was like, no, no, no. And I just like rapid recoded my mind every time those thoughts would come up. Like, oh, like I'm bored, or like, oh, I have nothing to do today, or oh, I wish I was in a better position, or oh, I wish I could do that, or blah, blah, blah. And it's not that you can't do those things, but sometimes you feel maybe limited by your circumstances, like money. Like, I'd love to just hop in my car and go travel around Canada and the States and just have like a heyday and just be like nomadic and go on an adventure. But the first thing my brain does is go, where are you going to get all the money to do that? And I'm like, oh yeah, you're right. But instead of now like being like, oh, I can't do that, I don't have money, there's like this inner knowing of like, it would just, if you did it, it would just work.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to figure it out. But that's what stops us all is the how. How's it
Totally.
going to happen? When's it going to happen? And by just reprogramming all those thoughts and like being hyper aware of them, it like shifted everything for me. Now I'm like, I have no idea where it's going to come from, but like every day I just get up and I'm like, I have no idea how the day is going to go. I have no idea what magic's going to happen. And like just stuff comes out of nowhere.
I know. I
And
totally, I couldn't agree more.
I used to think like, oh, that's just like a one off, or like, oh, it's too good to be true. Again, victimizing yourself. Like, oh, well, I used to be caught in the middle of like, everyone talks about the universe just delivers, but then you want to know how. Like, how does it actually all work? How does it all actually get delivered? Like, we're so trained and ingrained to be doers and to know how and to know when and to plan everything. But when you seriously let it all go, you guys, it's just, I can't even, it's magic. Like yesterday, I got up, I made a today list instead of a to do list.
Oh,
And
I
I just,
love that.
right? Because this, what am I going to do today? That's all you have. So then I just started doing it. And I didn't worry about how I was going to make money. I didn't worry about where an order was going to come from. And then it wasn't until noon that I turned on my app because I do personal shopping. And then nothing was coming, but I just didn't care. I just kept going about my today list. And I looked down, and all of a sudden there was like one order that was 88.88. Like you
Oh,
just
of
set this
course.
stuff up, right? And I looked at it, and it was only 20 items, and I was like, what the fuck? So I like grab it. Oops, sorry, I'm not allowed to swear on here. I have no idea. But I grabbed it, went and did it, and it ended up being over $90 in the end.
Hell yeah.
So it's like I got to do something that was easy, that was simple, that was enjoyable, and that was that. Like stuff comes out of nowhere when you stop trying to find it.
100%. Like, have you read? I'm listening to it on audio, but have you read "You're a Badass at Making Money"?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so she's used this example yesterday. She's like, I went in my cabinet to look for a can of tuna. And, she's scanning the cabinet. She can't find it. And she's like, okay, I guess I don't have it. And she's like, no, I know I have tuna. And so she goes back and looks again. And this time she finds it. And what happened was usually the can of tuna was blue, but she had bought a new brand and it was red. So because she was looking for that blue can, she missed the can of tuna. Like, it's like you have to change your mindset and like not be so specific of like you're saying like what am I going to do today to make money, right? Just be like, I know the universe is going to give me money. I don't know how, I don't know where it's going to come from, but it's going to show up, and then bam, it's crazy. Like, I'm kind of going through this crazy experience right now. So my husband and I are starting IVF in February.
Oh wow.
And one of my biggest blocks or triggers that came up was around money because it's so expensive. And I was going through it, like so much resistance, like poor me, why us, like it's not fair, blah, blah, blah. And so I had sat with ayahuasca, when was it? It was right before winter, so sometime in summer. And as the day after I came out of my ceremony, my husband's aunt told us that she's going to give us like a big chunk of money to go towards the IVF. So it was like I was doing all this worrying and freaking out and resisting and oh my God, poor me. And then out of nowhere, here's the universe, like, we're going to help you. It's okay. Like, you don't have to freak out. We're going to get through this.
Yeah, I love that. And
Yeah.
that's amazing. Thank you for sharing that because a lot of people go through these types of journeys and situations and it's not easy and it does take a toll mentally and emotionally because it's like the one thing you want and to be able to do as a woman is, have a child and start your family.
Right.
People don't realize how many people actually do have a tough time with it.
Oh, it's huge now. Like our generation is having such a hard time. It's a thing. It's a real thing for sure.
Yeah. And had we
Yeah.
known a lot about why 20 years ago, we probably would have not used a lot of the products and food and birth
Polyester.
control.
Yeah.
Yeah, like all of these things that you hear about it, but then until you understand like the depths of what it's actually doing, you just like don't know any better, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy. Like this has definitely been an initiation for me. For sure. A lot of
Yeah.
dying and rebirth going on, you know what I mean?
Thanks for the likes, you guys. Oh, I love the hearts. Thank you.
Well, thanks guys.
I just want you guys to know too, like ask questions in the comments, talking about going within, letting go of the how, and just like you guys, it gets to be that simple. Like people, we overthink everything, but it does get to be that simple. I used to just think like, is it really just I used to have chats with ChatGPT earlier in the year, like he helped me through a lot. He's awesome. But I used to say like, is it really just that simple of like everything is just taken care of and I just have to know that? And you'd be like, yeah, it literally is that simple. And I'm like, what's the catch? Like like am I manifesting right? Am I going to get all these things in the time I need, blah blah blah, but it's like that. I came up with this the other day talking to a friend, like when you stop searching for the knowing and just be in the knowing is where it just happens. But the more you seek outside of you to like find the answers and like seek for everything, it like takes longer to just come to that peace and that shift. But as soon as you let go of like, I need to know how to do this, blah 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 blah, all this stuff, it just happens. Like the answers come.
Have you do you listen to Neville Goddard stuff at all?
Just like videos on here, basically.
Yeah. So I've been down a Neville Goddard rabbit hole like the past few months, and he talks so much about the law of assumption. And it's like what you're saying. It's literally just you're living in the end. So instead of what like you're saying, like wondering or worrying about money, for example, you just live in the end as if you already had it. So it's like taking away all that ego of like trying to figure it out and have a plan and the worrying and the strategizing. I mean, you can have like a loose structure, but you have to surrender. Like your plan might not be it. You're just having that faith and knowing that it will come. And it's been
Yeah.
really helpful for me these past few months of like the law of assumption and living from the end. It's a really good listen.
Yeah. That used to trip me up when people would be like, well, if you want to be somebody that's making 10 grand a month or 100 grand a month or $1 million a year, just act like that person. And I was like, if I've never been that person, how am I supposed to act like that person? Because in my brain, like, I know how it would feel. And I think that's what it means when people say act as that person, as if you're already in that life. It's about the feeling of it. It's not like, oh, I'm going to go buy a Maserati and a dream home
Right.
and then worry about the money later and hope it catches up, because then you're putting yourself in fight or flight.
Totally. Yeah.
But it's about like, how would it feel to wake up every day just knowing that you get to live that life now? Knowing that you're the person that's just that. You don't have to like be something. You don't have to like make yourself into something you're not. You don't have to pretend. It's not about pretending, it's just about knowing.
Right. And I think it's like a lot of the energy behind what you do. It's like just paying a bill, right? Money that you know that you have to pay this bill instead of, because I used to do this. I would go to the grocery store and I know I have the money, but like if it was like, $200, I'd be like, oh my God, that's a lot of money. Like, why am I spending $200 on groceries? Like, but like, bitch, you have the money. So like now I don't do that. Now I'm like, I literally thank my money when I spend it. I'm like, thank you. Like, I'm so grateful that I have you. But it's this different energy behind it. Or like
Yeah.
a few months ago, I was like, wanted to go out to eat with my husband. And I was like, yeah, we're going to go out to eat. And then we'll call it my ego, I guess, was like, oh, well, should you spend that extra money? Like, you guys have to do IVF. Like, you should save your money. And then I remembered Neville Goddard and like the law of assumption and living from the end. And I was like, fuck that. Like, we have the money. If we go out to dinner, because we don't go out a lot. If we go out to dinner once this month, like, it's okay. You can afford it. So again, the energy behind spending the money.
Yeah. Thank you guys for all the likes. We're over 1,000. Can you believe it?
Holy crap!
I know. This is so fun. I love TikTok for this. TikTok is so interactive. Like it's so much fun to just know that you can connect with so many people around the world and people are actually seeing your stuff, and like
I
TikTok's my
agree.
go-to now. Like Facebook and Instagram are dead.
I agree. It's so different on TikTok. It's like the community is different, and I feel like
Yeah.
you reach more people, there's more growth. Like, it's just, I don't know, it's a different vibe for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, I
Yep.
loved what you were touching on there about the spending, because at the start of this year, I would have bouts where I would get the things that I actually wanted, say from like the grocery store or like clothes or whatever it was. Like I started just being like, it's okay. And it's so funny how it's like, say you have $500 in your account, but like you said, you're gonna go spend 200. It feels like a lot when you compare it to what you have. But if you had $10,000 in your bank account and you spent 200, you'd probably think it wasn't a lot. because it's
Right.
not really going to put a dent in it.
Right.
So, like, for one, it's a shift in perspective. But the second thing is, too, is it's like you start doing those things and like upgrading your life to actually get the things that are going to nourish you more, the things that are going to align with your energy more and help you be more in tune with who you truly are. And there's times where it's like, oh, I went and got the mangoes and the little drinks that I wanted that have the probiotics that I love. And you start feeling really good because you're putting all this good energy in. And I started looking at it as like, I have the money to do that rather than, oh, I'm spending money, but what if I need it for a bill at the end of the week? Or, what if I do all this now and it comes back and bites me in the ass later? Because that was the pattern my whole life. So I wonder how many people that are listening now have that pattern of like abundance, scarcity, abundance, scarcity. You
Mm-hmm.
guilt yourself for the things you enjoyed earlier, so then the things that you enjoyed start to become an actual guilt or a shame
Okay, wait.
rather than enjoyment.
I love this comment. Go out and eat and be happy. It will help you having the baby. That's so sweet.
Yeah, thank you. Peace on earth. Lots
It's
of
so
love.
true.
Oh, you guys are amazing. That is
Sorry,
so,
touch
so,
this
so
cat.
much. Yeah, I love it. But how many of you out there are like in that cycle of even if you grew up seeing your family spend money and enjoy these things, but then later it caused a fight or stress in the household because now we're short for something? It's because there was no trust that there's always more. But here's the dumb thing, you always get another paycheck. So why are you worried and conditioned that there's not going to be more?
Right.
Like, it started to sound really dumb to me this year when I was like, you literally make money daily, Kat.
Right,
Daily.
right,
Every
right.
day you make money, but you're worried that if you spend $20 on a heel bowl, that you are
You're
going to
not
be
gonna be
short
able to pay
your
your
phone
bills.
bill.
Like,
Like, it's so dumb. But I'm
I
like,
know.
I'm not in control where the money's coming from or the clients or like if someone's going to have a good order today or whatever the case may be. And it's like, but you always have more money. Like, I can pull up my phone and show you that every single day I've made money. There's always more.
I know.
Oh, bless you too, you guys.
Yeah, bless you.
2K. What? You guys are amazing. I'm so
Yeah.
glad there's people out there enjoying it.
Wait, Kat, today's 11/11 too.
I know. I was actually just thinking that I'm like, we're right in between the like hour because I'm the hour before and you're the hour after of like the 11/11.
Yes.
It's so crazy. I used to buy everything on sale. Yeah. Actually, you know what?
Hell
There's a
yeah.
two sides to that. I used to buy everything on sale when it comes to myself, not anymore. But here's the thing. I am the queen of getting everything on sale, like mostly groceries. Like, I'll pick out what I want. Like, if I'm like, I'm gonna have steak and I'm gonna have salad, or I'm gonna have chicken thighs, I'm gonna have mangoes. I already know when I get to this store, all the items that I want are gonna be on sale or discounted.
Oh,
And
I love that.
95% of the time they are.
I love that.
And then, like, when I go to buy stuff for myself, so I just got myself this awesome purple Adidas tracksuit. Did I need it? No. But here's the thing. It went on sale until November 5th, and I was like, yeah, but you have a trip coming up. You shouldn't spend this money. You should save it for your trip. So same thing started happening. And I was like, so you don't believe more is going to come and that you're supported? I thought you were enlightened, Kat. Like,
Fuck yeah.
shut up
Fuck
and do
yeah.
it. So then, not only is it 50% off, I have a $20 off coupon because of all my points. So I was like, it's pretty much free at this point. I might as well treat myself.
Hell yeah.
So I did. I got it. And guess what? I just received it and it's so nice and I'm so excited to wear it.
Hell yeah, girl. I love it. I
And then
love
it matches my new vibe because I just put purples in my hair yesterday.
Oh. Where are you going on your trip?
We were supposed to go to Jamaica, I think it's next week. No, the 25th. but unfortunately, it's canceled. Thank you. I know, cheering me on. Good for me.
Why?
Because the company that we went through, they just wanted to be mindful about the people there. Money mindset shift. Ask about abundance and spending habits. Oh, that's AI. I was like, what?
I was like, I know. I'm like, where are you reading that?
Yeah. Do you see all the things popping up on your screen? Like all the
I
little comments?
see, I see comments, yeah, but not the AI thing.
Yeah. Yeah, we were supposed to go, but they just said for anybody in November, they just wanted to be mindful of the like people that are rebuilding that really got hit.
Okay.
So we just have to reschedule it, which isn't a big deal.
Okay. Okay.
I'm still going, and it's
Okay.
going to be epic.
I love Jamaica.
I love Jamaica too. And guess what? I was like, yeah, I've been twice. When was the last time? I couldn't even remember. 2008. What?
Wow. That was a
That
long
feels
time
like a
ago.
millennium ago.
Right. I was graduating high school.
Right? But yeah, anyone that's on our live right now, ask any questions you want about enlightenment, the inner work, letting go of the how. Like, I want some questions up in here. I want to know what you guys are thinking.
You know, I want to say I loved your post the other day about it was something along the lines of like being in the Matrix and that the world is like ran by like a handful of billionaires and they control our food and they control our everything, and it was so good. I was like, she gets it. I was like, she knows. It's crazy that the world we live in and how everybody thinks we're so free, but we're really not. Like,
No, this is a complete trapped enslavement world. But the funny thing that you said, I got a notice of warning for that
I
post.
know.
And I didn't actually speak in it, so I thought I'd be okay. But when I got the warning, it didn't say why, so I peeled it.
And then did
And
it
then
go
what I
back?
did is I reposted it and then typed for entertainment purposes only, because that's what this all is, TikTok. It's all for entertainment purposes only.
Right.
But
That's
we know
so
that this
funny.
world is controlled by a few elite people, and this is a whole nother rabbit hole. Who's all in for this matrixy stuff? Because I love it.
Yeah, let's follow the white rabbit, baby.
Oh, the white rabbit. And speaking of that, there's so many movies that are literally like, here's what the world actually is, but we think it's just entertainment.
I know. And they're giving us little messages and like little hints of like, this is it.
Yeah. Well, you know what actually just like kind of cracked everything open in September for me? Because from February till now, I would say is like the biggest transformation for me. Because in February, I was still a lot in that scarcity
So was
mindset, but
I.
like bursts of enlightenment, you know, bursts of manifesting, bursts of like, oh, I'm free. And then I went through a little bit of a dip. And then I would say at the end of summer, like I just kind of like shut off in August and I just waited and I just listened. And then I was watching the movie Lucy, and I don't like parts of it 'cause it's so gory and I can't handle it, like the first 20 minutes.
I don't think I've
But,
seen it.
oh, you have to watch it. Okay.
Okay.
So, literally, the whole point is she gets from like to using her brain at full capacity.
Is it with Scarlett Johansson?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I have to watch it.
Yeah. And I watched it again and I just like really paid attention to what was going on as she went through like it would say 20%, 30%, 40%, 50% and show her at the different stages of how much she's unlocked basically being fully enlightened, like full love, full source, full creator. And that is what did it for me.
That's
I
so
just
cool.
all of a
You gotta
sudden
see
was
the
like,
movie.
I know who I am, what I came here to be and experience in this life. And every worry stopped. It was like I all of a sudden just knew I'm taken care of. I no longer have to worry about money. I no longer have to worry about how it's going to work out. And it's not to say these things go away, you guys. They still happen because we're human.
Right.
We're still in this human vessel
Right.
experiencing this life because we came here to experience every emotion, every feeling. But the key of it is it was to crack open you to remember that you're a soul here on your journey. And all those little things are cracking you open to who you truly are. And who you truly are is love.
Yeah.
Everything stems from love.
100%.
So everything people feel that they want something to make them happy, they want something to make them feel joy, they want something to make them feel excited, all stems from love. And if you know that a person's intentions come from love, you never misunderstand what someone's communicating with you.
So true. That's so good. It's so good. Even
Yeah.
yesterday in that book that You're About Us at Making Money, she's like, whatever you're selling, it doesn't matter if it's a coaching program or a product, if it's from love, you're selling love. That's all you're doing. And I was
So
like,
true.
fuck, that's so good, you know? It's true.
Well, that's what it is. Like, people can sell you something all day to help you manifest, right? Whether it's like a technique, whether it's a journal, whether it's a this, whether it's a that. But here's the kicker. If it's cracking something open in you, it is worth it.
Yeah. 100%
Because
worth every dollar.
until you kind of get to this knowingness, like, I can't even explain it yet. That's why I haven't done a lot of videos on it. I'm just kind of like in limbo of like,
You're still
now what
marinating.
do I do? Like, I just know, I know. I'm like there.
I'm there with you. I'm in the same spot where it's like not 100% yet. So same thing where I don't really talk about it, but because it's like I don't have the words yet, but I feel it, but it's hard for me to articulate.
Because it's a feeling. You
Yeah.
can't explain how this feels. You have to like this is where I get caught up in like, do I want to coach people? Do I not want to coach people? I don't want to be somebody's coach. I want someone to work with me because they want to crack open who they are and what they came here to experience. And I do that by asking questions. And you have to go within and find the answers. So if that's who you are and that's where you're at, you don't have to take 7 years like I did. Like, my rock bottom was 2018. It's 2025. That same period, I feel like I did just as much from February till now as I did that whole entire time because everything started to click faster.
Mm-hmm.
So if I can help you do that in any way, shape, or form, I'm the person you go to. And I'm just going to customize things like, hey, let's do a session together, see how it feels. And then I want you to work on that. Once you feel like you are like in the knowing of that part of your journey, then book another session. You know, like, I don't think that people need to be handheld and like you need to be with someone 24/7, and you truly have to want to do it.
That's,
you know,
yeah, people have to want to change. If
you have to
there's
just want to know who you are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sarah,
Yeah.
you're on here. Hi, Sarah. Sarah's my friend from Australia.
Oh, hi.
So exciting. It's so fun. Like, here's the other thing, you guys. Like, Lauren and I have never met personally. We met in a coaching group.
Yep.
And then, like, all these friends I have in Australia, I just think are the most incredible people. I'm like, Australia is like where it's at, I feel like. The people there are just like amazing. But again, I've never met any of them, but we met in a coaching group.
Really?
And then they came on my podcast, and then we're gonna do like all kinds of stuff. So, like, you can work together with people without even meeting.
I know. Some of my best friends are from meeting people through Instagram and like a coaching program.
Like, this world is so cool, you guys. Like,
I know. People love to hate on social media, but it's like everything with intention and the energy behind it, right? Like, if you use it with the right intentions and the right energy, it's an amazing tool.
totally.
Yeah.
And you'll always find what you're looking for.
That's true too. Totally.
Yeah, just don't get wrapped up, you guys, in the whole NPC thing. Like, okay, I did a Selling Sunset post. It's at like 40,000 likes or whatever, or views or whatever the hell it's at. But here's the funny thing. I just did it because, yes, I still watch all these silly things because reality TV is a humiliation ritual. Okay, you guys? So for the people that get it. But then there's also like a world of NPCs that are just there to be the haters because they don't have a soul. So anyone that's a hater online, 9 times out of 10, is a programmed bot to be that person to pull everybody down.
Yeah.
They're not here to be enlightened. They're not here to be nice to people. So the funny thing I started doing is like, why are we just not blocking these people? If we
Yeah.
block all these people and report all their comments, like I had a comment from somebody the other day. It was like, I'm gonna commit suicide if you don't go like my page, blah blah blah. Report.
Jesus.
Like,
That's a
you
lot.
guys. But that's not a person.
Yeah, no.
And they took it down, but I've reported a lot of weird stuff that doesn't. Because it's not like harmful enough, I guess.
Yeah.
But like the bullying and the hating online, you guys just remember it's not from a person, it's from a bot.
Oh, my friend, she's also a mushroom person. We went through the same trainings together. And she has a son that has Down syndrome. So she talks a lot about how the mushrooms have helped her be a more present mom and more nurturing and caring and affectionate and less reactive and more, all the things. And you would not believe the hate that she gets because people are like, you're on drugs, like you're escaping reality. And mind you, this is microdosing, okay? So you literally are not high. But it's just crazy. And she has to go through, like you're saying, and report and delete and report and delete because it's so mean.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's non people though. They're soulless people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not to say it doesn't make it hard to like see that,
I know.
because we are human beings with emotions, but
I know. I know.
and it's so funny because people are like, well, just send them love and laugh at it. It doesn't matter. Like, they're not going to get it.
Yeah. Exactly. They're not.
They're part of the whole program of bringing people down.
Yeah. Yeah. I've had to learn, like, it's like sometimes it's just like talking to a wall with people, and I'm like, I'm not gonna waste my breath, like, I'm not gonna waste my energy here, I'm just like,
Yeah.
at that point I'm like, all right, I'm like, okay, this is going nowhere, like, I send you love, like, we don't see eye to eye, and that's it.
Yeah. And that's as simple as it gets to be.
Yeah.
I actually had the epiphany last month of if I have to explain it and you're still not getting it, I'm talking to the wrong person.
Right, totally.
There's people that will want to feel how you feel. They see your energy, they see how radiant you are. They're just not willing to do the inner work.
And we trigger people.
Explain how it feels once you get there. They have to go do it.
Yeah. It's like, also, I feel like we also trigger people like that. People like us that are so in our knowing and in our purpose and like just radiant, like the energy that we give off, it triggers a lot of people.
Yeah.
It really makes them uncomfortable.
Well, here's the thing. A trigger is meant to crack you open. So if you're somebody that's getting triggered by anything that I say and do, I'm like, hell yeah, use that. Like,
me too.
Like, I still get triggered by stuff sometimes. Like, I was even chatting with my dad yesterday, and like, sometimes he goes on these rants, like that, oh, I have a story for you about that. And you know how they go on, which is, I find it funny. But yesterday I was like starting to feel the energy suck out of me, and I was like, I don't want to be mean, but like, I don't need things explained anymore. I get it.
You're like, Dad, I love you, but stop.
Yeah. And he, like, if I said that to him, he's like, yeah, okay, sorry, I did go on a bit of a ramble. But
Yeah,
it's just like, that's where he's at.
totally.
And he's doing it with love. And I told him, like, if there's things that you say that I get triggered about, that's for me to go within and understand. It has nothing to do with our relationship because I understand the intention of love that you're giving.
Definitely.
So look at it that way, you guys. Is like a trigger is like cracking open something for you to understand about yourself.
Totally. I think the
Like, why
same
does
thing.
it annoy me that he goes on a rant? Because I just don't want to hear a 20-minute long story about walking uphill both ways in the snow for the 15th time. Like, I heard it. I'm just trying to share a thought with you. We don't need to overanalyze it.
Right. I think
Love it.
the same thing kind of about envy. Like when I see somebody online that I'm like envious of, I'm like, okay, like where is this coming from? What do I what is it that I want that they have? Like why do I actually want it? You know, it's like, and then I kind of like I reframe it to like, okay, this person is an expander for me. Like they're showing me like if they can do it, I can do it. You know?
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
You need to
Yeah.
do a post about an expander.
It's really cool.
Yeah. You should do like an envy post and be like, envy is expansion.
Ooh, I love that.
Damn.
Let me write that down.
Well, it's a good thing we have this video. But yeah, does anyone that is on our live, first of all, we love you guys all for all the like hearts and stuff that you're sending us. So appreciated sending all the love back to you. But does anyone have a question or something they want more insight on? Because I feel like we're just getting to the end here of like, this was the best experience ever and so much fun.
It was really cool. I'm really glad you posted, does anyone want to go live with me? And I said yes.
Right?
I know. Thank you for the invitation because as a projector, I need the invitation. So thank you.
Ooh. Another good video to do.
You're going to give
You're
me
a
all.
projector. You're waiting for the invite. Here's what to do. Say yes.
I love that. Yeah, you're giving me all the good content ideas.
I'm a Manny Jen.
You are?
Oh yeah,
I
I'm
don't.
like such a doer and such a advocate of change. Like I always think like, why is it so hard for people to change their job or like do something new or whatever? Like I don't get it because I've always been that person that's like, once I'm bored or I feel like I've learned it all, I'm like on to the next thing.
Yeah.
I don't stay stagnant. My mom used to get pissed at me because I would change my clothes like 4 times a day. Guess what I still do?
See, that's
And I'm like,
awesome.
it makes sense. You have your pajamas, then you have your gym clothes, then you have your whatever you're going out to do clothes,
Yeah.
and then you have comfy clothes for when you get home. Like, I still change my outfit 4 times a day.
God, I never thought of it like that. You're right.
So, like, you can change your clothes, you can change your underwear, but you can't change doing something that makes you happy.
I know. Well, people are so afraid of change, I feel like, you know?
I don't get it.
I know. I don't either. I like to say I'm pretty good at change and like letting go. Um, but man, this year though, like with the IVF and then so okay, so with IVF you have to go to the doctor every other day, literally for 3 months to get your blood taken. I'm not kidding. Because they have to make sure that your levels are good and everything is like going right, whatever. So as you know, I travel for a living. So I'm like, well, that's not going to work. So I have to figure out a new way to make money. um, so I'm like changing career kind of. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. But that whole, like what you're talking about, like letting go and change and shit, like, man, it has been a journey and another an initiation. And I'm like surrendering so freaking hard. And just, I was saying in the beginning, like, I don't know what I'm going to do. Now I'm saying the universe leaves clues everywhere. So
Yeah.
I'm just trusting like the universe is going to show me what path it is and what I'm supposed to do.
I can't remember where I saw it, but it was like something like, instead of asking how, say, show me what's next.
Mm, that's good.
So now I'm just like, oh, I do this in the shower every day too. I started this a couple months ago. Is like, I'll just look up and put my hands on my chest. And I'm like, I now wash away everything that no longer serves me. And then once I step out of the shower, I step into my newest timeline.
Oh, that's cool. Because I do the cleansing in the shower, but the second step is really cool.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, show me how awesome today is going to be.
I
Like,
love
just
that.
anything. Like, those things used to annoy me, like, oh yeah, yeah, with your dumb stupid statements, but like, it is true.
It is
Like,
true.
now I just like, show me what's next. I don't have to
Right.
figure it out.
Right.
I just have to listen, and I have to be open. You can't be open if you're looking at one way,
Right.
because what if there's something over here that's saying, "Well, this way it's faster," but you got your blinders on
Right.
and you don't see the sign.
Right. It's like the girl looking for the tuna, like she missed it. um, I also I've been saying a lot, show me how good it gets, and also expecting miracles. Like, I feel like humans are so good at worrying, but if they could redirect the freaking energy of where am I going to get the money, or how are we going to pay this bill, and redirect it to like, I know I'm going to get the money. I know my bills are going to be paid. So it's like we are so powerful. People just don't realize it. And we're on that, walking around on like autopilot of worrying all the time about everything and trying to be in control. When if you just refocused, reframed, rewired a little bit and put it somewhere else, all the shit would be exactly the way you want it.
Yeah. Well, that's so true. It's like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like a month ago, I was trying to save money because I knew I had this trip coming. So I'm like, I want to save money. But it's like, I just felt at that time like there's always enough for the bills and the food, and like I'm good, the dogs are good, whatever. But then I just started doing this at the end of every day. Any whatever amount was like up to the $5 mark, I would just start putting in my savings. So it was like 257, 488, da 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 da. Like, I just start transferring it over to my savings every single day. And
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the week, they had $15 in there. I was like, oh, now I got $15.
Yeah.
And then another week, another week, another week. And then all of a sudden I'm like, I'm almost at 100. Because then I started getting like, okay, now I'm going to go up to 10. So whatever at the end of the day, up to that $10 point in my account, I just start transferring over. Well, guess what? It's only been like just over a month. I have like over $400 in there now.
Hell yeah.
Because the universe just opens up more ways. And now my goal by the end of this month is to have it at 1,000. Because to me, 1,000 is like a safety net. Like, nothing is going to cost more than $1,000 that I can't handle.
Totally.
And then it's like, there's all these other ways. Like, instead of me thinking I just have to work through it by either coaching or doing orders or whatever, it's like, show me how else this can happen. And then bam, I got given $500 yesterday. I'm not gonna lie.
There you go. See?
Like, did I expect it? No. Did I have any idea where it was coming from? No.
No.
And like, one other thing I will share on the manifesting side of things is that ever since I lost my Sonata in 2018, like, it was like my dream car. All I wanted to do since 2018 was get it back. But I wanted the white one this time. So then it was going to happen in 2019, and then it didn't. And then all this time was like, I just want this white Sonata. I just want this white Sonata. I wrote it out in all these pages that I still have that I found. I'm driving my white Sonata with my sunroof, tinted windows, blah, blah, blah. I've wrote it so many times. I have all these sheets. I have to do a video, actually. And then last January, things started to like shift, and I started to make money, and I started to get referrals in my other business that I had. I was in the financial industry. And I was like, hey, I'm going to start looking again. I found one that was in great condition. He had all the maintenance from when he had the car. The engine was replaced. Like, I was like, I didn't even need to see this car. I knew this was the one. So then from February until April, I kept thinking, okay, I'm going to make enough so that I can pay the cash and just go buy this car cash. I'm going to have no payments. It's going to be awesome. All I needed was $6,000. So I kept working and working and working and like thinking, man, like, when's it going to come? When's it going to come? Like, there was all these things going through, but nothing was like quite paying out yet. And then I was like, I have 2 days before I'm supposed to go meet my friend in Calgary. I still don't have this car. And I went to bed. It was Monday at 8 o'clock. And I said, God, I'm driving this car to Calgary and I don't give a fuck how it comes. I'm done trying. I'm done forcing. 5 o'clock the next day, no fucking joke, that car was in front of my house.
I believe it.
And you want to know what? It took me a bit, but I realized you kept trying to think you had to come up with all the money.
Right.
It came through somebody else. God sent it through somebody else to support me that could support me in that moment.
Yep.
And the first thing I did is, I don't want to do it that way. I'm going to feel guilty. I don't want to owe anybody money, blah, 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 blah. They didn't care. And like, I had stuff paying out anyway that I was able to just pay them back.
Right.
So it wasn't like it wasn't coming.
Right. It doesn't.
But it was still like the whole thing around it was like, you keep thinking you have to do it. Mm-hmm. When there's people that are actually placed in your life to expand you.
Totally. 100%.
Well, that's probably my coolest manifestation story.
That's a great story.
I love it. I will share it every single day.
I love it too. Hell yeah. I'll share one really quick story and then I gotta go. But okay, so for this IVF thing, so we live in New Jersey and my husband had to have a procedure done. And they gave us a quote from $10,000 to $13,000 for this procedure, okay? So I'm like, of course, I'm like, oh my God, are you fucking kidding me? Like, Jesus Christ, that's so much money, whatever. Then I'm like, no, I'm like, this can't be it. Like, we're gonna find a different way. So I go on Chat Daddy, start talking to Chat Daddy, and I'm like, there's gotta be a state, like a different state we could go to that's cheaper. Or like even Mexico or Europe, like there's gotta be. And don't you know, in Utah, there's a practice and this doctor, he's a frigging angel. He just wants to help people that have fertility issues and he only charges $1,100. So we used credit card points for the flight, completely free. Credit card points for the hotel, completely free. And the only money we spent was like the food that we ate while we were there for 3 days. And the procedure was only $1,100 instead of like $11,000. And it's, it's like, again, the universe fucking has your back and will help you. And you don't have to go into this downward spiral and like try to figure everything out by yourself. Like if you just stay calm and stay open and get quiet and go inside, universe drops little hints and ideas and inspirations and you're like, okay, there's going to be a different way and it's going to come and it's going to be fine. Yeah.
Well, that's exactly it. Is like people talk about you have to take action, but you have to listen for the idea.
Yeah.
Once the idea drops in, that's when you take the action.
Totally.
You don't have to outwork your manifestation.
No. It's like releasing, you have the intention, but you have to release control. It's like that balance of like a little bit of both. You can't just we've been saying the whole time, like us trying to figure it out all on ourselves. Like, no, that's like the human ego mind. There's something so much bigger than us doing it for, one of my spiritual teachers says this quote and I love it so much. He's like, that's above my pay grade. When he's trying to like figure shit out, like and like working himself into a tizzy, he's like, wait, that's above my pay grade. This is God's deal. Like, I don't even have to do that. And I love it so much. And I've been trying to say it.
That's a fun way to look at it.
You know? It's like, it's not my job. He'll figure it out. She'll figure it out. Goddess will figure it out. Whatever.
Yeah, it'll come.
Okay, I have to run. This has
Okay.
been so fun. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, thank you. I hope everyone enjoyed it, and thank you guys for all the love and support on the live.
Yeah, thanks for everybody that dropped in, and I popped my live TikTok cherry today.
Boom. That's right.
Okay,
Me
have
too. Me too with somebody.
what?
I said me too, but with somebody.
Yeah, girl. Okay, happy 11/11, and we should do this again soon.
Yes, we will. And I hope something wonderful happens for each and every one of you today.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. If something amazing happens today, please comment on or like send us a DM, like let us know.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll talk to you later, girl.
Sounds good. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Okay. So.